Good morning. Welcome to the Interwatch here. I'm Officer Davidson with the Wichita Police Department. July 25th, 2017. Hope everyone had a good Monday. Off to the second day here of our Interwatch, second day of our week. Just talk about a couple things today. We had a chase that ensued, started on the East Kellogg this morning and went on out into Butler County. Multiple agencies were involved with this chase. We do appreciate their assistance and their help in this investigation, and we appreciate them partnering with us as we were working to take these individuals into custody. So we're going to talk a little bit about that case today as well. Then also want to talk about a resource, a community service booklet. Put that out, talk about that a little bit. They'll be available by the end of the week at our neighborhood stations, police stations, for citizens to pick up. It has a lot of good resources in there and a lot of good resources available. So the first one is the disturbance with weapon abduction. Case number is 17C 50568. 17C 50568. Occurred in the 6700 block of East Kellogg early this morning, approximately 5:30. On Tuesday, July 25th, at approximately 5:30 a.m., officers were dispatched to a disturbance with weapon call at the English Village Inn, which is located in the 6700 block of East Kellogg. The call was shortly later changed to an abduction call, as a witness had observed a male and female suspect forcing a female victim into a vehicle at gunpoint. Officers responding to the call observed the suspect vehicle, which was a silver Volkswagen. And upon seeing this vehicle, they attempted to stop the vehicle, and the driver accelerated and refused to stop. A chase ensued with this suspect vehicle, which ended when the suspect crashed in the area of Rosewood and Rose Hill Road, which is in Rose Hill, Kansas. At the crash, a female victim received minor injuries. She was taken to an area hospital for treatment, and she is being interviewed by investigators currently. A 26-year-old female suspect was taken into custody, and a male suspect fled the scene. The male suspect, a 30-year-old male, was located and taken into custody in the 200 block of West Rosewood, and also in Rose Hill. Both suspects, the victim, and others are currently being interviewed in this ongoing active investigation. And again, like I said at the beginning of the Interwatch, multiple agencies were involved as this chase began and as the investigation continues, and we appreciate their partnership in working with them in working this case.
Can you tell us more about that victim? You said it's a female. Can you give us an age and her relation to the
You know, I don't have an age on that victim. This is still a very active, ongoing investigation. Like I said, it just started at 5:30 this morning, so we're still getting information. Still trying to determine exactly what had occurred, what had led up to this occurring. The relationships between the suspects and the victims at this time are unknown, and we're currently investigating to try to determine that. At this point, we don't believe this to be a random act, and there are other factors involved, including drugs.
So the woman suspect may know the victim?
It's possible, and like I said, that's what we're investigating at this time, to see if they do know each other, and if they do, what is that relationship as how they do know each other. Yes, sir.
The woman is the only one abducted?
Correct. Yep, that was the only abduction type event that occurred during that. Correct.
Can you once again tell us what the witness saw in terms of the gun pointing again?
Just that what the witness had observed a male and female suspect forcing a female victim into a vehicle at gunpoint was what had been reported, and again, we're trying to determine exactly what had occurred during that time.
Charlie, do you know, so we're just starting at English Village Inn.
Sure.
Was somebody staying there? Was the victim staying there?
Yeah, Akeem, very early on this investigation. We're still trying to determine all that information. Like I said, the suspect, the victim, others are being interviewed right now as we're speaking, so we're still trying to determine all that information.
So we have two suspects, a 26-year-old female and a 30-year-old male?
That's correct, yeah, and they've both taken into custody and are being interviewed, and also the victim. and others that had witnessed or others involved as this case continues to evolve are being interviewed as well.
How old is the victim?
I don't have an age, like I said. It's still, all that information still coming in, so I don't have that yet.
And one more question I
Sure.
have. This 26-year-old female, she remained in the vehicle.
Yes.
The male suspect fled.
Yes.
Can you tell us, did the 26-year-old female receive any injuries, and since the victim received minor injuries?
Right, I don't have any information that the suspect or the two suspects, the female or male, were injured in the crash. Is that what you were asking? Yeah, I don't have any information that they were injured. I have the information that the victim had received minor injuries and was taken to an area hospital, treated, and released from that hospital, and now is being interviewed by our investigators to find out exactly what was going on.
You know if they had to throw the spikes or something?
There was spikes that were utilized. I don't know if they were, if the vehicle struck the spikes, but I do know that they were, and I know outside agencies were the ones using the spikes. I don't know if Wichita Police used any spikes or not. But again, like I said, multiple agencies involved in this, and we do appreciate their partnership and helping us as we continue to investigate this case.
Was the suspect that fled,
Sure.
was he apprehended just out in the open, or was he in a house?
He was. It was in the 200 block of West Rosewood. In that, it wasn't in a house. It was outside of that area, but it was outside in that area, basically.
Other news agencies have mentioned that this was an actual, not a random act.
Right.
Can you just address that one more time? They mentioned it was a random act, so can you just clarify one more
Yeah,
time?
at this point, with our preliminary investigations, like I said, we do not believe this to be a random act, and there's other factors that are involved, including drugs, in this case. So, and we're continuing to investigate to find out exactly, like I said, the relationships and everything that had occurred during this case. But at this point in our preliminary investigation, it doesn't appear to be random.
So is there any way that, because we had also heard that this person was also a robbery suspect. So
I don't have that
information.
information, right, again, and that, it's too early for me to speculate on that, Larry. That's something we're still trying to figure out.
When you say drugs, were drugs found in the car? Is that
I don't know where all drugs were found. I know there was some located, but I don't have all the intricate details of that. But we do have other factors involved, including drugs.
How about guns, weapons?
There was, when the male suspect fled from the vehicle after the crash, he was seen with a weapon. He was seen with a firearm, and we're currently utilizing K-9 units, other officers, to try to locate that firearm. Yeah.
Was all the victims, or suspects and victim, all from the Wichita area?
I don't know. I don't know. Again, that's something we will determine as like I said, they're being talked to right now by our investigators. So we'll determine all that information while we're talking to them.
Will you be able to provide an update later on today then?
Yeah, definitely. If we have more information to put out today, and there's more information that's comes of this case that I need to put out, I can put that out, and or we can put it out tomorrow morning in our media briefing as well.
Any other dangers for the public, Charlie, or is there anything
No.
you can do as far as this weapon's concerned if they find it?
Yeah, if they happen to find it, call 911. Obviously, don't touch it, don't bother it, and that would be any weapon or anything of that seems out of the ordinary. If you're on a walk or something, if you see something, call us. Call 911. Have officers respond. Have us investigate it, and so that we can make sure that it's properly obtained, and if it's evidence of a crime, that we can document where it was at, things like that, to help us in our investigation.
Charlie, who's going to continue this investigation since there were multiple agencies and since it ended at
It began with Wichita Police Department, so we'll be the lead agency, and then again we partner with other agencies as we investigate, and if we need to use their resources, and we can do that, but we'll be the lead agency.
So KPI is not involved?
Not at this point. Yeah, not at this point.
Which department made the actual arrest in Rose Hill?
I don't have that information. It's who actually made the arrest, but it was in the 200 block of West Rosewood, and he was transported here to the city building by Wichita Police Department. Anything else on that? Okay. Something I also want to speak about was just we have a City of Wichita Community Service booklet that has been published, and these will be available, I would assume, by the end of the week at your area police stations, northeast, south, and west. It's a great resource for the community. It has a lot of different information in here about garage sale permits, noise ordinance violations, neighborhood watch, drug houses, Crime Stoppers, burn permits. So it covers a lot more than just police activities or police type issues, but it is a great service, a booklet for the community. So if you'd like to pick one of those up, that you could go to an area police station and be able to pick one of those up. I would assume by the end of the week you might call them to make sure that they have them. Or you could come to my office here on the 5th floor of the city building, and they're available in my office as well. So, great resource. Anything else?
Shall you update on our guy that was hit on the bike, our 38-year-old Marco? Any update on
On the hit and run?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't have any other updates other than what I talked about. You're talking about the one, Pawnee and Broadway. Yeah, no updates other than the information we put out yesterday. I don't have any other information at this point. Anything else? Okay. Have a great Tuesday. Be safe, and thanks for joining us.